Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Gets fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this. From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
down. Dalvin's call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Four down. 20. Hey, Foxtrot. All right.
On 1st down, it's gone. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now it's gone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now, first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check 50. Check 50.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown shifts by him. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9. Back on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
Knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch your slap, watch your slap.
And a give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Hell, you won.
A gain of a yard.
Hell, you
Brings
won.
up 3rd and...
Goff on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the 3rd-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Rams nothing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
5, go, 12, let's go. I'm coming.
Here's Gone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun. Gone. And this one's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ric Flair. Super.
Again, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. On first down, Akers. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 5-9.
To throw is Gone. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment, because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, D. Switch.
Jackson now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that. Say.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
5. Mike's 59.
Hey, Delta.
59. I'm here all day. Mike.
Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Live. Hey, Alpha.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Check 59, Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
59. You run.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
You're trapped.
Louis. Out. Hey, Haywood.
Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Goff. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Go.
57's right. Squeeze, double. Cloud. 57's the mic.
Ric Flair.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role.
57's the mic. Watch 57. In your face. 36. Kill. Slam.
On 2nd and 1, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
59 mark. Check. 59. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Line 20.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Line 20. Hey,
let's get in that hole.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mike's 59. Hey, defense.
Close.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now gone. Got a man. It's Brown. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
76.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
5.
57. It's our time.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that...
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on first down. Henderson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Henderson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the 50, it's gone. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Oh, get him, get him, get him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 52.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Check out route. Hot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Set. Pittsburgh. 43. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So the final seconds tick away.